Hey everyone, Rarity Dash here, time for another blind commentary. And today I'm looking at episode 23 of Scootertrix the Abridged by Scootertrix Studios. Yeah, it's been a while since the last one of these, like several months. I'm not sure how many exactly, but they haven't had an episode in a while, so I'm really pleased to see this. This will be the parody of Cutie Mark Chronicles, which could be pretty interesting. Maybe we'll get a bit of backstory on this version of the main six. That could be pretty interesting. Though, whatever the case, I'm sure it'll be great. Let's get started and see what we have in store. Okay. And here we go. Disclaimer. And
Applejack, I've forgotten my name again.
What, seriously? It's Granny.
Wow.
Granny Smith.
Well, that can't be right. Granny's not a name, it's a relationship.
Yeah,
Well,
she has a
okay,
point.
It's a nickname, I guess.
So what's my real name?
We'll never know.
Smith?
Smith? That's not a real name either.
Well, I mean, that's your name.
Why isn't it apple something or other? Like
Yeah.
apple pie.
I don't know.
I have an apple pie on my flank.
Well, what does that have to do with it?
Cutie marks are based on our talent, and our talent is based on our name. The hell kind of talent is Smith? Stupid parents. Should have called me Cure of Ponypox or something useful.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the apples need harvesting, Granny.
I needed someone
Nice
who
call
could
back.
help repair stuff around the farm. That's why I named your mom General Builder.
The apples, Granny.
I was expecting her cutie mark to be a hammer or something.
That's me. Out the door. I'll see you soon, Granny.
Call me Pie Meister.
No.
Pie Meister. It's good to see Granny Smith. Can't recall her ever showing up in this before. Pinkie Pie, Applejack, Twilight Sparkle, Rarity, Fluttershy, the Bird, and Spike. And those three. Scootertrix the Abridged. Wonderful.
Loser says what?
What?
After we've broken their ranks, we'll send in the cavalry.
Which one?
What?
We're ponies. Cavalry's like literally all we have.
Very good point.
What? What happened?
Celestia just sent us important orders, but she said there was a mix-up in the mail, and the letter was sent to another pony.
Dear Lord, this could screw up the entire operation.
They have been able to narrow it down, though. It was sent to one of the elements.
The
That
elements?
squeaky voice.
We must find them and retrieve the letter immediately.
Hello, Element.
Hi.
What you doing?
Just helping some ducks across the road, man.
Logistical duck ferrying, you say?
Yeah.
You didn't by any chance recently receive a purple letter with a red stripe on it, did you?
No, but let me tell you something, man. I remember when I first got my fear of animals.
What?
It all began back in Cloudsdale, man. I was young, naive. I felt like I could take on the entire world.
Very
So I decided to
natural
go down
transition
to the
there.
mainland for myself, man. And just as I was about to dive out of my fall, I was intercepted by the morph. And that's all I have to say about that, man.
Was that... What? Was that relevant in some way? Why did you tell us that?
Not really.
Hell is a morph.
Yeah.
Well, that was
I'm
stupid. Let's
curious.
go to the library next. There's an element there, right?
The morph.
You're looking for an element? 'Cause I'm an element.
Pinky, did you happen to get a purple letter with a red stripe on it today?
Can't say that I have, but back when I was a filly, we almost never got mail. Oh, those were dull and rough days, all right. 'Cause I lived on a rock farm, and rocks tend to be dull and rough.
Why are you telling
Yeah?
us this?
But one day, I was all alone in the fields, and then suddenly, there was this huge explosion in the sky.
Explosion?
I could see it all, the raw power of the Fourth itself. Out of all the
Ah.
ponies in the world, for some reason, it had chosen me. Wait, why am I telling you this?
I don't know. You just shut up and started talking.
Oh, well, bye.
Wow.
What the fuck?
I don't think I got a letter like that, especially not from Celestia, but man, isn't Celestia just the greatest, though?
Yes.
Yes?
I remember the first time I saw her. The year was 1853. The
Oh,
morning of the Summer Sun celebration.
1853.
I was lucky enough to get a front row seat for the raising of the sun. And that's when I first saw her, the princess herself.
Yeah.
Now bask in my greatness.
Of course.
It was the most amazing thing I had ever seen. So from then on, I wanted to learn everything I could about magic. So I studied and studied and studied some more.
Riveting.
Then one day, I was presenting my magic for an entrance exam, and there she was.
What is your name, child?
Twilight Sparkle.
Twilight Sparkle. You are gifted with the ways of magic. How would you like to become my apprentice?
And I have been her loyal student ever since.
Where'd they go?
Oh,
Wow.
Everyone and their mother has a backstory.
That was so beautiful.
Yeah. Makes me want to give back to society. Like, help orphans or something.
You are an orphan.
Yeah. I'm starting with me.
Still
Wow.
haven't asked the bird yet, I guess.
Of course.
So that's why she's called the bird.
Makes me want to help orphans even more.
Why is everyone telling us their backstory when we ask about the letter? Is this some sort of sick joke?
Still haven't done Rarity.
But why would you do that to our generals?
Well, 'cause it's funny.
No, it's just weird. Like, so everyone they ask about a purple letter with a red stripe
Wow.
is compelled to tell them their backstory?
Of course,
Yes.
Celestia
What?
is the explanation here. Oh yeah, and Applejack too.
Hey, Apple Bloom?
Applejack, tell me, have you received a purple letter with a red stripe on it?
Apple Bloom, we got a telegram today, and... well, Mom just passed away.
Oh.
Mother?
Only just now?
Apparently. The last time I spoke to her was right after you went off to that foreign school of yours. I remember her being just so mad. Like she said she'd been used, or...
She wasn't used. I just made a mistake.
What?
She was angry at me. When Princess Celestia came to bring Applebloom to that academy...
That's classified.
Oh, she's gonna find out sooner or later. Your mother thought that was why I named her General Builder. To build a general. Which was not my intention.
General?
Ah.
What are you talking about, General?
Don't.
Applejack, dear. That school that Applebloom went to, it was a military academy. Your sister's currently the supreme commander of all Earth Pony forces for Equestria.
Which makes total sense.
Here we go.
You can't be serious.
Well, it's true. You're an element. Ask Celestia.
She's a general?
Yes.
Why didn't you tell me?
It was for Applebloom's protection. The fewer ponies that know about her...
I am her sister. You're telling me she's fighting in the war? Are you crazy? She's 10 years old. How
Yeah.
could you do this?
Look, I've had a long day.
You told me it was for gifted Earth ponies.
It was. Sort of.
How could you lie to me?
Yeah,
Both of
pretty
you.
gifted.
You'll want to talk. What about all the ridiculous nonsense with the mangoes?
Well, that's...
They're apples, you know, Applejack.
I know.
We live in an orchard.
I know.
Then why did you say they were mangoes?
Because they couldn't be apples. They couldn't be apples. Mom said that she would come back if there were no more apples on the farm.
Oh.
She said she would come back. I thought if I could, then she'd...
I don't think she meant those apples, dear.
So, you told yourself they were mangoes?
I was 10. I was a confused little child who wanted her mom back. I'm an Earth pony. I don't have magic. And isn't that what unicorns do? Wish things to happen? What choice did I have? Oh, Granny, why did she lie to me? Why did she abandon her family? How could she do that?
Your mother was ambitious. She never really wanted to be an apple farmer. She did love you, but when Applebloom was born, she felt that somehow we had set her up. It was the final straw for her.
Why did you never tell me this?
Applejack, if you think the world is filled with ponies who lie and ponies who tell the truth, then you're only half right. We sometimes lie to protect ourselves, and sometimes to protect those we love. I don't want you to think of her like that. She was a wonderful pony. She just got it wrong.
I need to go for a walk.
Yeah, I can understand that. That's some pretty heavy stuff. and Rarity.
Rarity?
Huh. Oh, okay. And AC Racebest was in there somehow. Was he Granny Smith? Okay. Well, that was a pretty crazy episode. Started out about what I would expect. I mean, actually started out with some pretty amusing commentary by Granny Smith about the whole naming conventions thing, which is something we've talked about several times on this show. But it's always fun to see it get brought up. And we're introduced to Granny Smith, and she's a bit silly in that scene, but has some good points. And then we get to the actual frame of the episode, the CMC going around asking about this letter, but getting backstories, and they're pretty typical. And I can understand why Rarity wasn't included here. I mean, we did already get a pretty comprehensive backstory from Rarity in another episode, so it would have been pretty redundant. But, yeah, everything here was about what you would expect. Not really that changed from actual stories, but just told in a way that suits these characters. And of course we didn't get the bird story at all, which is probably the one we would have wanted to hear, because, yeah, there's gotta be a bit more to it. But yeah, then it took a really strong turn in a much more dramatic direction with the revelation that, yeah, the Apple sibling's mother has died. I guess, like, only just now, which makes this a pretty big departure from the actual show, where the implication is she's been gone for quite a while. But, yeah, apparently in this, her name was General Builder, and it's an interesting play on expectations with that, with her actually giving birth to a general and building her up, I guess, and that being the way it came into play. But yeah, that was pretty heavy, and the reaction from Applejack, yeah, that kind of hurt. That was some hardcore just feels there at the end. And, well, the episode started out really pretty funny. By the end, it was more memorable for that emotional side, which is something Scootertrix does sometimes. And I think it was pretty effective here. And just knowing the truth behind the mangoes now, that just changes everything with how Applejack originally was. Just, God. It was a coping device, basically. And, all pretty sad, and I'm eager to see the next one. We're gonna have something with Rarity. I'm guessing Applejack went to Rarity for some reason, maybe to sort of come to terms, because they kind of didn't really agree. I mean, with Rarity being a changeling and all that. So I'm interested to see what that's all about. So what is the next MLP episode? 24? I can't recall. 26. Best day ever. Oh, is it the owl one? I think it might be. Yeah, is that one, then the Pinkie Pie one, then best night ever. Yeah, I think that's how it goes. So maybe I've gotten those confused. It's been forever now since I've seen season 1. But it is the stuff I've seen the most, so I should know it the best. But, I don't know. Anyway, good stuff. Good episode of Scootertrix. I enjoyed it. And, yeah, hope you liked the commentary. Let me know if you did, and see you in the next one.